Alright, seems to be pretty enough. I think we got everything set up well enough. Let's see. There it is. Alright. I'm gonna light this and roll this. Do a little talking. Alright, so I go by a few different names. Try shouting out Suicide Jones and I'll probably answer you. At least I'll be pretty sure you're talking to me. Shout out Bob the Gay Confederacy. Anybody with trigeminal neuralgia. I know you're supposed to say trigeminal, but I'm not Latin. You can't force me to speak Latin. That ain't right. Let's see. I'm gonna make this one about 15 minutes maybe. Adjust this lighting just a bit. I'm not actually adjusting lighting. Shout out Hip Hop Toronto or Canada or whatever. You know what we're talking about when we say that. I'm gonna twist this up to get the everything just running smoothly. And this will be Canada's #1 cash crop. It's called Canada. So, and with these ones, you ain't gotta really use much. You know how we do. Federal Star say we got the best trees. So lately, I've been sick. I've been hit by a car. Fuck, I don't even know what else to tell you that'd be relevant. But just to put it in perspective, I'm coming off of like a bad part of fucking life. Not bad. Well, could have been a lot better. But I survived it, so sometimes I wonder, what am I doing, why am I doing, and then it's like, all I really know is survival, so I'm gonna survive. And the other thing I know is hip hop. Dear hip hop, I love you till I drop. There's Daniel. It's T.O. Talent. Shout out the Six. It's the Six Nations. If I leave you, if I don't shout you, don't worry. I got a lot of people to think of. I don't want to leave one person out and like big up the wrong one and then have people think it's something weird about it or something. So what I do see around me is a lot of human beings. Okay, Rich, what's that mean? I don't see people getting along so good. Now, straight goods, it ain't exactly my problem. But I see some things we could do a little different. I see some things we could improve upon. I'm going to try and keep the partisan stuff out. I will say that in my life, like, it's never been, you know, blood or crip. It's always been like, you know, what neighborhood I was living in at the time or whatever, as to who I know from where or whatever. So have I been spoken to in some ways about perhaps picking up one color over another over the years? But that situation not as simple as everybody thinks. I mean, it's actually simpler than everybody thinks, and that's the problem. People overthink. Put that right there. Alright, so if you see me and you want to burn some Buddha, say something. Email, Skype me something, whatever, message me. However we're linking up with the telepathic freestyles. Let's just link up. Shout out this shout out the RCMP and their anti-assassination squad, whatever they call it, assassination prevention unit or whatever. Because you niggas is in my way a lot, and I don't mean like you stopping me from doing an assassination. So that almost came out wrong. But I see y'all, and I know that I ain't done nothing or doing nothing to nobody. And I don't know, is someone trying to kill me? Maybe. So for all you hip hop heads, all you Parkdale people, I consider Parkdale where I'm from. I'm from Toronto, but I mean, you add it all up, it really comes down to Parkdale. Will I be freestyle rapping? Maybe. Check this out. Got a little torpedo for us. If you got one, it would be a good time to put it together, you know? Don't be too concerned. I spit all that shit out. It's a good thing. This is neither my first video nor my first foray into online video publishing, shall we call it? But it might be the first one for this, you know, thing we're doing now, this little project. I hope to turn this little project into a big project. So I'm pretty sure this is OG Kush. So I'm gonna see if I can get this just right for you to get a nice shot. I don't have a proper appropriate light source to put a spot on that. So it's easy for us to sometimes lose track what we're doing or why. If it's all about money, and that's cool too, because everybody needs money. Maybe not everybody, but you know, everybody could use it. What I'm wanting to do in some ways is collaborate with other artists. I don't know if it could just be a freestyle session cipher where we make a little cell phone video, or if people want to fucking make MP3s we could download or whatever. But we could go all the way with this shit in either direction, you know what I mean? Sometimes you find, you know, yourself lacking for a topic or something. I got lots of topics. Things would drive me crazy if I try to fix the whole world at once. Can't do it. So I'm thinking more grassroots type shit. Oh, look at my collar all fucked up. Alright, it's 91 degrees in here. So just be glad that this is not smell-o-vision. Smell like poo tube or something. So if you've seen this, and use a freestyle rapper, producer, MC, whatever you call yourself in hip hop, hit me up and let's do something to document and perhaps educate the kids from our communities. Because I'm seeing that I'm a certain age now. Like I say, someone tried to kill me with a car. And just circumstance, I think, like just random circumstances, what prevented that. But you still gotta face the fact that yo, where am I going with this statement? I'm not dead, so I will continue doing whatever I was doing, you know what I mean? And move forward in some ways. Now, as a creative artist, I mean, y'all know what it's like. You look at your own work and you go, oh, it's garbage. You want to rip it up and throw it up. So, like, big ups all you people that can, like, put a track together or a video or a picture, whatever the fuck it is, and you put it up and just leave it up, like, indefinitely. I think that's pretty sick. In my case, it's not like I'm going back on what I said. Oh, I changed my mind about something or something. I could freestyle all day, all night. I got at least 24 hours recorded. What I want to do, hypothetically, it could be like this. It could be like someone featuring me featuring next guy featuring next man, blah 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 blah, to show there's a whole community of people here underground in the city actually doing all this shit. And I want to cover topics in a way that some real knowledge gets out. I just document what we actually going through on a day-to-day. So, don't know what suicide disease is, check it out. It's pretty harsh. And for me, it's almost when we talk about using pain to hurt people, to motivate them into doing things a certain way, not really big on that. But since it is happening, I'm using it like motivation. I'm out here in the West End. Parts of these neighborhoods actually predate Toronto. Village of Parkdale, the village of West Toronto West, or the Junction as it's known now, but it's had a few names. Shout out Jane Strip. You got the hot trees usually, man. Fucking. But if I don't shout you out, don't like. There's a lot of people that I want to fucking do something with. I'm not about getting paid off all this shit. It's not like I'm afraid of the work. It just like fighting an uphill battle, it seems. So one brick at a time, one step at a time, one video at a time. I've been messing with digital video a long time, but I need something worth putting together to make something. Like I see a lot of stuff. If you want to, you can cruise the internet, find videos all day of dumb stuff. I call it dumb. I say dumb, like whatever you find to be dumb. I want to put together something, useful. Call it videography. So hip hop, Toronto videographer over here. That's me. I still got the cam. So we can do it with it, whether it's this or a phone or whatever. This thing makes some nice type videos. And you'll notice this one's in 640 by 480. Let's spit some knowledge. This one's a 640 by 480, so it's really compatible and will work on pretty much any machine. I know that you can get higher definition videos and then automatically adjust to whatever the speed is, but then you get sometimes hang-ups and hiccups in that system. So this is nice and simple. I know it's going to leave some black bars on some people's screens, almost everybody's screen, but these videos, I've been through the cell phone game. Basically, recently they said there were 4 billion people with cell phones, 1 billion with internet access. Well, your cell phone has internet now. I want us to be able to collaborate, set up some sort of I mean, I'm not talking just paid events, I'm talking something in a park, people being more friendly to each other in ways. Might have to hold on for a second. I'm gonna make a part 2.